Part 1. Understanding why Mie Gacoan matters. Let us begin with a simple question: why is Mie Gacoan strategically interesting? At first glance, it may appear to be just another spicy noodle restaurant. In reality, it is a strong example of how a focused food concept can evolve into a scalable mass-market business. Mie Gacoan built its position by combining several elements that reinforce each other. Affordable pricing attracts a wide customer base. A simple menu reduces decision complexity for customers and operating complexity for staff. Spacious outlets turn the restaurant into a social destination rather than merely a place to buy food. Meanwhile, strong digital visibility helps the brand stay relevant among young consumers. This is exactly why the business model canvas is useful. It helps us move beyond the surface level of cheap noodles and long queues, and understand the real business system underneath. In the case of Mie Gacoan, the system is built around volume, consistency, accessibility, and repeatability. A useful practical example is to compare Mie Gacoan with a typical neighborhood noodle shop. A local shop may succeed because of one great cook, one loyal neighborhood, or one famous dish. Mie Gacoan, by contrast, is designed to scale across locations. It needs a model that can work repeatedly, not just once. So as we move into the canvas, keep one idea in mind: Mie Gacoan does not win only because it sells spicy noodles. It wins because it has turned a simple product into a repeatable business model. In the next part, we will look at who the business serves and why customers choose it. Part 2. Customer segments and value propositions. Now that we understand the strategic context, the next step is to examine two of the most important BMC blocks: customer segments and value propositions. These two blocks explain who Mie Gacoan serves and why those customers keep coming back. The brand serves a broad but connected customer base. Students and young adults are especially important because they are highly price-sensitive and socially active. They want affordable meals, places to gather, and brands that feel current. Families also matter because the menu includes options that can serve different preferences, including less spicy choices and side dishes. Delivery customers add another important segment, since convenience has become part of modern food consumption. What makes this especially powerful is customer overlap. A student may dine in with friends, order delivery on another day, and return later with family members. That means one customer can appear in several different revenue situations. The value proposition is equally strong because it is broader than food alone. Customers get affordable meals, customizable spice levels, recognizable branding, and a social dining atmosphere. That combination matters. Price attracts first-time buyers. Taste and spice choice create product interest. The outlet environment and social relevance encourage repeat visits. Think about a practical example. A group of university students may choose Mie Gacoan not only because the noodles are cheap, but because the entire outing feels enjoyable, trendy, and group-friendly. In business terms, the company is not just selling noodles. It is selling accessible experience. That leads naturally to the next question: how does Mie Gacoan bring this value to market at scale? In the next part, we will examine its channels, customer relationships, and revenue logic. Part 3. Channels, customer relationships, and revenue logic. At this stage, we know who the customers are and why they buy. The next issue is delivery. How does Mie Gacoan reach those customers, build repeat engagement, and turn demand into revenue? The first major channel is the physical outlet. JRI locations are not just points of sale. They are visibility engines, service hubs, and social spaces. A busy outlet in a high-traffic area does more than serve food. It signals popularity, attracts passers-by, and reinforces the brand's presence in the market. The second major channel is takeaway and food delivery. These options allow the business to expand beyond dining capacity and serve customers who value speed and convenience. Social media adds another important layer because digital reviews, food photos, and customer-generated content make the brand discoverable and culturally relevant. Customer relationships are built less through deep personalization and more through consistency. Customers want to know what to expect when they enter a Mie Gacoan outlet. Familiar menus, similar service patterns, and recognizable store formats reduce uncertainty and support trust. Digital engagement then keeps the brand visible between visits. Revenue logic is also worth studying carefully. The noodle dish may be the entry point, but the economics depend on more than the core item. Drinks, dim sum, snacks, and group ordering all help increase basket size. That is a critical lesson for business audiences. A low-priced hero product often becomes sustainable only when supported by complementary purchases. Consider a simple example. A customer comes in for one bowl of noodles, but ends up adding a drink and shared side dishes for the table. The perceived spend still feels affordable, yet the total transaction value becomes more attractive for the business. This brings us to the operating question behind the model. If the business depends on scale, consistency, and high throughput, what resources and activities make that possible? That is the focus of Part 4. Part 4, Key Resources, Activities, Partnerships, and Costs. Every successful business model depends on an operating backbone. For Mie Gacoan, that backbone is especially important because affordable pricing leaves limited room for error. This part of the canvas explains what the company must have, what it must do well, who helps it deliver, and where the money goes. The first key resource is the brand itself. Mie Gacoan has built strong recognition, particularly among younger consumers. Its recipes, menu concepts, operating procedures, and outlet format also matter because they create a repeatable business system. Human resources are equally essential. Kitchen teams, service staff, supervisors, procurement teams, and marketers all need to operate in sync. Key activities revolve around high-volume execution. Food must be prepared quickly and consistently. Ingredients must be sourced at sustainable prices. Quality control must protect both customer trust and brand reputation. Marketing must keep the brand visible, while expansion teams must choose locations carefully. Partnerships support this system from the outside. Suppliers ensure consistent ingredients and packaging. Landlords and property partners influence location quality and economics. Delivery platforms extend reach. Payment providers, equipment vendors, and logistics firms keep operations running smoothly. Then we come to cost structure. Ingredients, labor, rent, utilities, equipment, promotions, and expansion costs all matter. For a model like this, cost discipline does not mean cutting blindly. Instead, it means protecting productivity. If labor is cut too aggressively, service slows down. If ingredients are compromised, quality suffers. If maintenance is ignored, customer trust declines. A useful business lesson here is that low prices do not automatically mean a low-cost business. In many cases, they require even stronger operational discipline. With that foundation in place, we can now assess why the model is competitive, where the risks are, and what management should do next. Part 5, Strategic Fit, Competitive Advantage, Risks, and Recommendations. In this final part, let us bring the full picture together. The value proposition canvas helps explain strategic fit. Customers want affordable meals, convenience, social atmosphere, consistent taste, and enjoyable choice. Mie Gacoan responds with spicy and non-spicy noodles, side dishes, drinks, dine-in service, takeaway, and delivery. It reduces pain through accessible pricing and familiar processes, while creating gains through branding, group-friendly dining, and a memorable experience. That fit helps explain the company's competitive advantages. First, accessible pricing expands the addressable market. Second, high customer volume supports scale economics. Third, a focused menu improves operational repeatability. Fourth, spice-level customization increases participation and product engagement. Fifth, youth-oriented branding strengthens organic visibility. At the same time, the model carries real risks. Low prices can compress margins. Long queues can frustrate customers. Rapid expansion can weaken consistency. Delivery platforms can reduce profitability. Food safety issues can damage brand trust quickly. This is why the strategic recommendations matter. Management should protect affordability while building smarter price architecture through bundles, beverages, and higher-margin add-ons. Capacity and queue management should improve through digital pre-ordering and better pickup systems. Expansion must remain disciplined, with close attention to demand density, rent economics, and labor availability. Customer data should be used more effectively, and supply resilience should be strengthened through stronger standards and backup options. The central lesson is clear. Mie Gacoan succeeds not because it has the most complex menu or the most premium positioning. It succeeds because it aligns customer value, operating discipline, and scalable growth logic in one coherent model. That is the final takeaway from this canvas. When a business can make affordability, experience, and operational repeatability work together, it can transform a simple product into a powerful growth platform.